It's just about a week until Christmas, and that means I'm going to start my Christmas baking. You can't see it, but I have my big boy out today. I'm making cookies. I don't usually use my mixer for a lot of the cookies, but these ones have some heft to it. So I need the power. They're sweet and salty and chewy, but crunchy. It's all of the things. Today I'm going to make the compost cookies from the genius that is Christina Tosi of Milk Bar. I had a roommate who more appropriately named these cookies crack cookies because they're so good, and you can't just have one, and the raw dough is actually very good as well. I'm gonna get started. I am freezing all of these cookies, but yes, I will make one. I have to test it, make sure it's not poison. You know the drill. I am going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees, and I will make sure to link the recipe down below in the description. So if you want to make these for your family, or maybe just you'll be very popular. Trust me. Let's get to it. In my stand mixer here, I'm going to start with creaming the butters and sugars. So in the butter goes room temperature, white sugar and brown sugar, and some light corn syrup. Going to now put this on a pretty medium-high speed just to cream these together, 2 to 3 minutes. It would help if I pulled this up. Now, 2 to 3 minutes on like a medium-high. Take this down, scrape the sides down. Now I'm going to add a couple more things. Egg, some vanilla paste or extract, whatever you have. Now we're going to continue to mix for a long time. Probably like oven's ready. Probably like 7 minutes on a good medium high. You want this to be light and fluffy and all of the pretty things. Don't forget to scrape down the sides every few minutes or so. You want to make sure it's all getting incorporated. Look how much has just changed. It's only been like 2 minutes and it's so light and fluffy. You want it to get even lighter and even fluffier. One last scrape, and then we're going to start to add the rest. Now we're going to add the flour, baking powder, baking soda, and some kosher salts. We're going to mix this up for about a minute. You just want to combine it. You don't want to overwork it. And this is your basic cookie dough. Now we're gonna have some fun with it. Some oats, graham cracker crust or crumbs, whatever you wanna do. Some ground coffee. Gonna mix this. Mini chocolate chips, butterscotch chips. One of my other favorite kinds of chips, potato chips. Going to add some pretzels. The potato chips and the pretzels we add last thing because we don't want to break them up so they're dust. We just want to kind of crush them a little bit. So here we go. I think I put a little too much in there. This is why I like to use my stand mixer, because mixing this by hand, is no good. So we're just gonna crunch these together just until they're combined and just till they get into the smaller pieces. Now I'm gonna take this down and just mix it by hand. Just make sure everything from the bottom is all incorporated, and we'll be good to go. We can start freezing / baking one cookie one beautiful, beautiful cookie. Just going to get those last stubborn pretzels just to break a little bit. You just want to kind of bring it up from the bottom, make sure everything is in there. I guess I'll have to try a little bit. Oh no, a piece just flew into my hand. Oh, that's gonna be good. For my one cookie, just a little parchment paper. Just get a little scoop in there. They're gonna be kind of funny because of the pretzels. But just get as much of an even little scoop as you can. Kind of like to just plop it a little bit. As per usual, my calling card, some flaky salt. It just adds so much extra. I'm gonna pop this in my oven. I'm gonna check it at 10 minutes. I'm going to cook these at 350 instead of 375 like the recipe calls for. And I think that the cookies are so large when she bakes them. I wanna say they cook from like 15 to 18 minutes. No, these will cook. I'll start them at 10, maybe 12. We'll see how it goes. I stand corrected. This took about 13 to 14 minutes in there, but you just want to take it out of the oven right when it starts to get a little brown on the bottom. That way, when it cools, the center should still be gooey and delicious. But look how like delicious that looks. These should really cool on a rack for definitely 10 or so minutes before you dig into this, but I cannot wait. It's solidified just enough so that I can pick it up. It'll probably fall apart because it's so good. Hot. Look at that. Oh, it's still gooey and oh my gosh. The inside of it. There's so much flavor going on. You're getting so many textures. My favorite thing about these are the potato chips. You gotta make these. You should make them and enjoy them and share them because who doesn't like a cookie? Bon appetit!